Hey, what's up guys, Mr.Tech here, and today I'm going to show you how to set up your Razer mouse from the Razer Synapse. First you need to download the Razer Synapse software. I'll provide the link in the description. You can download it from there, and then you have to enter the special Razer product ID and a special Razer code present at the back of your mouse. When you do it, you will be brought to this screen. As you can see that there are 4 tabs: mouse, macros, chroma apps and stat. Under the mouse we got customized, performance, lighting, calibration and add-on. So I'll show you how to customize your mouse and increase or decrease the DPI, change your lighting and use of the macro keys and all that. So let's start with the customize. In the customized mode we got Keymaps and we got 8 different Keymaps. What does these Keymaps do is first you need to set up the function of your buttons present on your mouse. On the top mouse we got the left click. We can't change the function of the left click, but we can change the function of the right click, that is on number 2, the scroll click, and the 2 buttons which is present at the bottom of the scroll click. These are defaultly set to be sensitivity stage up and sensitivity stage down, and the scroll up, scroll down and the scroll left button. If we tilt the scroll button up to the left, and the scroll right button. So to customize these buttons, first you need to click on any of the button you want to customize, and then in the button assignment tab you can choose any of the functions you want to set, like if you want a keyboard function or mouse sensitivity or mouse function, or if you want to switch keymap. I'll show you what does switch keymap do, and also about the macro. We will discuss it later in the video. If you want to launch a program or in-game configurator, if you want to choose the multimedia, Windows 8 charm and Windows shortcut. For example, let's go for a mouse function and let's go for sensitivity and do a sensitivity clutch. What it will do is when I will press the scroll tilt button to the left, it will clutch the sensitivity to from 4300 to 5600. I'll show you just like I saved it up, and now when I press the 8 button, the sensitivity clutched from 4600 to 6600. Oh sorry, 5700. Okay, so just you can change to sensitivity anytime you want. You can see in the performance that the sensitivity is clutching. Okay, so you can choose any of these commands, or you can assign any of the buttons, any of these commands you want. And if you want to configure the 12 buttons present at the left of your thumb screen, just go to the side view and you can choose between the image view and the side view. We also got the same functions in all these buttons also, so you can save it up or you can do anything you want. So this button function does the same thing as the buttons on the upper side of the mouse are doing. So this is pretty much it about the customize tab. You can go back to the top view by clicking the top view again. You can customize all the 12 buttons. Now what does the keymap does? Like on the side view, I assign in the keymap to third button to sensitivity clutch again, from not sensitivity, let's sensitivity stage up, or cycle up sensitivity stages. Okay, let's go for cycle up sensitivity clutch. Okay, it would be easy to understand. So from the normal sensitivity to 6300 sensitivity. In the one keymap we choose the third button to the switch keymap to keymap 2, as we added the R button in the keymap 2. So now what it will do is, when I am present in the keymap 1 and I'll press the third button, it will switch to the keymap 2, and in the keymap 2 when I press the third button it will go for the sensitivity clutch, and if I change it to switch keymap to keymap 1 and when I press the second button it will go for the keymap 1. So I got one different functions for one same button. So I can edit a single button 8 times and I can switch the keymap by pressing a single button. So this is pretty much it about the customize tab. So the next is the performance tab. In the performance tab we can set the DPI of our mouse or the sensitivity of the mouse. So in order to set the sensitivity, you can manually enter the sensitivity through your keyboard, or you can just slide the bar from 100 up to the 16,000, whatever sensitivity you are comfortable with. Or you can also enable the XY sensitivity. What it will do is, you can see that that the bar is distributed between X and Y, and there are also two sliders. So if I increase the X, what it will do is it will increase the sensitivity of the horizontal level, and I will decrease the Y, it will decrease the sensitivity of the vertical level. Or I can do the vice versa, I can increase the Y or decrease the X. So if you want your mouse more sensitive towards the horizontal level, you can increase the X and decrease the Y, or you can also do the opposite, or you can also manually enter the sensitivity, how much do you want. So the next is the acceleration. It will increase the rate of the speed of the cursor with respect of your movement. You can again slide it down from 0 to 100. And the next is configure sensitivity stages. So if you click this, you can see that you can set the number of stages you want. If you remember that under the scroll wheel, bottom of the scroll wheel, there are two buttons which will perform the function which sensitivity stage up and down. So you can choose how much sensitivity you want up and down during the shift, like and how much stages you want it to divide from 2 to 5. You can go up to the 5. So you can also edit this, like in stage 1 I want the minimum 500, and in stage 2 I want 1500, and the rest are all the same. And I'll save it up, and now when I press the sensitivity stage down, so the first sensitivity is the 500, then the 1500, then 1400, 9000 and 16000, as we had said in the configure sensitivity stages. You can also decrease the stages between the 200, and you can also use a slider, and you can also use the enable XY sensitivity stages if you want. So it will work the same way. Now I've shifted this into 2 stages. It is not going more than 2 stages. So I'll just go back to the normal one and save. So this is pretty much about the performance tab. So the next is the lighting effect. Through this you can control your lighting of your scroll wheel, thumb grid and your logo. So in the scroll wheel there are effect, which is breathing, reactive, spectrum cycling, static and none. In the breathing you can choose 2 colors in which the scroll wheel of the mouse will glow. You can go up to any color you want and it will glow smoothly, or you can choose the random color also. Okay, so the next is the thumb grid, the reactive effect. The reactive effect, again you can choose the color. What it will do is when you press the mouse click, it will react. So on pressing the mouse click, the button will glow, and again you can choose the color, and you can also choose how long the light should stay, from short to medium up to the long. So this is the reactive tab, and then is the spectrum cycling, and this is the default effect with which the mouse comes. By this you can see that it is glowing in different colors, all the colors present. All the colors present and changing automatically. Razer claims that there are 1.6 million, I think, or I don't remember correctly, but that's a lot of value that the colors are present in. And then the static, in which the mouse will remain in the single color. You can also adjust the brightness of your mouse lighting from normal to dim to the bright, or you can switch the between. There is also a tab which is called switch off all the lighting. When the display is turned off, you can either check it out or not, it's your wish. So the next is the thumb grid. Again we got the same effect in the thumb grid also, reactive and all that. So we got the same effect, breathing, and under the logo also we got the same effect, the same. There's also an option present, clone. What it will do is, like, you set up something in thumb grid or scroll wheel, like you set something cool, and you want that function to be copied in scroll wheel and logo also. You don't want to go to scroll wheel and edit one by one. You just clone it up and it will clone to the logo and the scroll wheel automatically. It works with every effect. You just have to clone it up, and it clones up to all the tabs present under the lighting. So like I go for static and purple and clone it up. All the things are, so it's all cloned up. That's all about the lighting tab. So the next is calibration. So what this calibration do is, if you have a Razer mousepad or any other good gaming mousepad, you can enable the surface calibration. So it will calibrate, it will give a good performance, with your mouse pad, and your mouse will have a good something contact, and it will deliver you good performance. So it's actually a good thing to calibrate if you have a good gaming mousepad. So if you have a Razer mousepad, just enable the surface calibration, and you can select any of the Razer mat you have and you just calibrate it out, or you can go for find out more if you do not see your mousepad under this list. And if you have other like Logitech or other Steel series gaming mousepad or any other good gaming mousepad, you can just go for others, and you can go for you can go for add mat, and you can calibrate your own mousepad with it. It will definitely enhance your gaming experience. You will feel it. So once you set your mousepad with your mouse, you can you calibrate your mousepad. This lift off range is enabled. What it will do is, when you lift up your mouse, it won't be experiencing tracking issues. So it also works with the when you lift off your mouse. You can change it from 1 to up to the 10 when you add your mousepad with your Razer mouse. So it's a good thing, like to edit it. If you ever played a FPS games or a 360 rotation game, like something like this, and you run out of mousepad, so you just lift up your mousepad and go left and right. So it's a good thing. There is nothing special in the add-on, just you can see that you can enable the in-game configurators by pressing a hotkey, which I said is to be anything which you can set. And also there is also a use Razer Naga add-on for World of Warcraft. It is specially for that game World of Warcraft. If you have this game, you can just enable it up and edit all this information it's asking for, and it will again deliver good performance. So the next is the macro keys. So you might have noticed that in the customize tab we have an option called macro keys. So now I'll show you what it does. First, what macro key does is you need to create a profile. You can create up to as many profile as you want by clicking this plus button, and you can also delete it up. You can import and export also if you have a file like from the earlier Razer mouse. So when you create a profile, you can rename it. So for when you created your profile, you can rename it also like anything, so that you can remember that which is for one. Like I pressed it for the CSGO, and then when you press the record button, what it will do, it will record your mouse click buttons. Like when you created, if you press the right click and then the left click, it will record those clicks and store it, and it will also record the delay between the clicks. Let me show you real quick. Like I press the record button, then I press right button, right click, and then I press the left click, and then I'll stop it up. So you can see that it has recorded my right click and left click, and you will also notice that it also has recorded the delay between the right click and the left click, that is of 2.15 seconds. So what it will do is so now you can actually access to these buttons just by pressing one button. How? In the customize tab, you just go for you just edit any of the button to the macro. Under the macro of the macro you want, and you also got the playback options and save it up. You can do the same for the side buttons also. So now what it will do is, when I press the third button of the side view of the thumb grid button or the scroll click, it will first press the right click and the left click, so two clicks with one button. Just let me show you real quick. So I am pressing the third button. You can see it perform the left and left click, sorry. So you can add as many clicks you want. And now if you want, like you have recorded some delay, if you want a default delay to be recorded, so you can also do that just by, like if you want a default delay of 1 second, you can just go for the default delay and you can add 1 second, and it will give 1 second delay between every key. Or if you don't want to create any delay between your mouse clicks, you can just go for the no delay, and it won't make any delay between your mouse clicks. So again, you can add up as many as macro key you want, and again you can add the clicks also, and by adding the clicks you can stop it up. You can add delays, you can delete it, import or export it, create the new one. You can, to access this click, you just have to go for the customize, and under the customize you just have to select any button you want to access the macro key and go select the macro button. Under the macro you have all the options, and just choose it up and save it up. So by pressing one single button you can go for many single button. Now there is Razer also provides you one more option, like you can delete buttons click by pressing the delete button, or you can add some button click just by pressing this and this. So you can add your button clicks or delete it up, and you can also insert the button clicks or delay before and after just by going insert, and in the insert, if you want to set a delay before, you just can set a delay and choose the number and insert. You can see that the delay is inserted, or the delay after, or the keystroke before and after. Just you can go for the keystroke after and before and record it up and press the button, so it will record the keystroke. So you can see that it has recorded after recording keystroke, and just save it up. All these keystrokes are recorded, and that's pretty much it in this macro tab. Again, you can delete any of them or set the delay or change the name. So the next is the Chroma app. So this is the easy one and the quickest, going to be the quickest one. What it will do is you can actually configure your mouse from your mobile app. You just need to download a Chroma app from the Chroma workshop. I'll provide the link in the description, or you can develop your own app by just clicking here, develop your own, and or also I'll provide the link in the description to develop your own app. And as soon as you connect your app, you just have to enable the Chroma app, and you can see that how many apps are connected, and you can configure your mouse from your mobile app. You can change the lighting and some functions of your mouse. Also, you can see the app list here and also the disabled apps. So that's pretty much it about the Chroma apps, and there is nothing special in the stats. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and this video helped you out by configuring your RAZER mouse. If I helped you, don't forget to smash the like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing video. Until then, peace out.